used to be an adventurer like you, and I took an arrow in the knee.
I took an arrow to the knee. I took an arrow to the knee. I took an arrow to the knee. I took an arrow to the knee. I used to live in Daggerfall until I answered Destiny's call. Packed my stuff and left for Skyrim, but ended up in Helgen with my neck resting in a guillotine. The end of me, it would seem, but then again, who could ever foresee? I take an arrow to the...
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's fan mail time with your boys, James and Morgan. Hooray!
Hello, baby boys.
Hello.
Rock on, James. Thanks, Ken. And welcome all others. But rock on, James.
Wow. Fair enough.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm just reading the comments.
No,
but you haven't shared your screen yet, Danny.
Oh, I've not. That's true. We haven't. We've got an hour of ramble to get through first. There's no rush.
Yeah,
but
we got a chit chat.
That's true. Let me bring your faces over here.
Danny, where are we at with the press passes for Twitchcon 2022 San Diego?
Well, given you've only just requested them 23 minutes ago, we haven't gotten too far yet, but it's certainly something for me to look at this week. So don't worry, it's in hand.
Excellent, thank you.
You're welcome. Don't get too upset if they say no.
Well, the 3-day tickets are only $200.
Yeah. Okay. We could probably pay for them
me,
if we have to.
2 for James, and then
let's not
hotel
go,
room.
I honestly think if you can do it, Morgan, I will give you the. I'll give you the GoPro. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it there.
If you're happy to,
why won't you be able to make it, James?
Personal reasons.
Okay, well, you know what? Then we'll just take the budget we would have spent on James's ticket, and we'll just spend it on a nicer hotel room for you.
Thank you. That'd be very nice, and a train ticket.
If we can make it, Mike will kill me. But if we can find rooms and transport and things that are reasonable enough.
I'm gonna drive my rickety van down there and back.
Whatever. I'm just saying.
Wait, is it in San Diego or is it in Anaheim?
It's in San Diego.
We want to get on it quickly because the prices go up very quickly. So
it's better to take the train. Actually, I probably know somebody in San Diego I could just stay with.
Okay.
I took the train back and forth. I stayed at the hotel one night, but I think I had a Bear Supply show or something. So when I did the San Diego Comic-Con, I took the train back and forth. It wasn't that bad. I mean, it was like a bad day of traffic in LA, but instead you're going all the way to San Diego on the train.
Well, I took the train to Germany, and
old.
I think the train is a nice way to travel, frankly.
Yeah, and it was I think it was like $10 extra to.
Well, you took a European train. Of course, it was nice.
Okay,
we're talking about getting on an American train from the 1950s.
The Shoreliner's pretty nice, Morgan. Have you taken it to?
I have.
Beautiful. I love taking.
I have taken a train from Redding, California, to Washington D.C. on the northern route, and I've taken it on the southern route, and I've done the Starliner from Redding, California,
Shoreliner,
to whatever the coast. Oh, and the Coast Starlight is the one that goes north of there. I've ridden a lot of trains in my life. It's a nightmare. It takes like 11 days to travel across the country on train.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, your country's too big for trains, really.
No, our brains are too stupid for trains.
Well, yeah, you don't have enough of them, but it's still a big country to it's a long way to go.
We have, most of the population lives on the coast. If we could just get, high-speed rail taking us up and down the coast, that would be a good start. And then the middle of the country can continue to get flown to.
Yeah, the lack of high-speed rail in your country is interesting, or just as you say, rail generally.
Depressing.
But I think it comes about because of when your country, I don't know, the automobile, and just the fact that your country was kind of mostly undeveloped in the 1800s, and therefore you had the chance to build roads as your primary infrastructure, which, in hindsight, was a bad idea.
Yeah. Well, it's mostly in part to the auto industry and the oil industry and the poking their fingers into how stuff is done in government.
Well, I mean, the idea of having your own personal automobile, is a lovely idea. It's just a shame that it destroys the planet. And then once everybody's got one, it doesn't quite work. But hey-ho. Hey-ho. We're not here to talk about environmentalism or people slashing tires with knives. We're here to talk about video games and or James's upcoming podcasts or other projects. So, have you got any announcements?
Let this man chill.
A brand new episode just released tonight. It is tonight, last 2 a.m., 5 a.m. New York time, new episode. And I've been putting thumbnails. This is a new thumbnail for episode 4, so I've gone back and changed the thumbnails for all of the podcast episodes, and it's all, you know what? I'm just gonna say it out loud. People might judge me, but it's all AI generated art. I mean, how could I have
this
asked...
masterpiece behind you is not made by the human eye.
Would you believe that was? I mean, I was gonna hire an artist to make that picture, but instead.
I mean, I'll be honest.
AI generated that perfectly.
It's difficult to tell between a James Heaney original and an AI created image.
This is like a goldfish with eyeballs. What did you say?
Well, it's got eyeballs everywhere except where its eyeballs should be.
Yeah. I put in "fishing is the hook," and then this is what came out.
Oh, okay. So you're not even trying to.
Which AI generated website did you use to create that?
Do we really want to shill it? I don't mean to, but it's.
Oh, well, tell me offline. I'm just curious. I want to have a go myself. I see everybody else.
It's let me see what it's called. Night Cafe Creator, and you can use 4 different styles of AI generation. You get 5 free credits every day. If you join their Discord, you get 20 credits, and it's just really easy to get.
Okay, I didn't actually want you to plug them.
And for a low price of $16.99
James,
yeah,
he can't
James,
using my code, the Heen is great. Rock on James. # blessed. You can get no extra credit, but it'll make me feel good.
I have an announcement.
But I went through every episof of. Oh, that was.
Oh no,
no,
If finish yours.
I went back and changed the thumbnails. All of the episodes that had released.
They
used to
told
just
us about that
with AI generated art. I guess I'm just continuing.
You're just repeating that. You stopped Danny from talking so you could just hear yourself say what you already said.
Can you give me a second? Can you give me a second?
Yeah.
I replaced every single one of the thumbnails.
The disturbing part is you can't remember what other people have said, but you also can't remember what you've said.
Every one of them with AI generated art.
It's terrifying.
Wayne Lawton's in on YouTube and wants to know if you even realize that you're not even halfway through Elden Ring. I think he's acutely aware of that fact.
He's not. You were giving him too much credit.
What you don't understand is when you see a freight train take off out of a station, it looks like it's going really slow. But what you're not taking into account is that it's a giant freight train, and it looks slow because of how large it is. But really, it's going faster than you think, and once it gathers speed, nothing's gonna stop it.
2 things. Firstly, freight trains generally, by their nature, don't stop at stations, and
not at the speed they end up going. They end up going so fast. Go on.
And secondly, they really don't go all that fast. They are indeed unstoppable.
Listen, here's the thing, Danny. You live in a tunnel vision world. You think these freight trains are going slow. You think the moon's going slow? It's traveling at tens of thousands of miles an hour. It looks slow.
The moon is traveling at tens of thousands of miles an hour. That's probably true. But hey, listen.
Yeah, it is. It's big.
I popped into the AI art generator.
The moon is traveling at 2,288 miles per hour. So
Well, if you don't, that's only if you don't account into the fact that it's also traveling with the Earth, because it's traveling around the Earth at that speed, but it's traveling in space at a different speed.
No, it's not.
Well, we're all hurtling through the universe.
That's just not true.
I mean, I don't know. Isn't there something? Maybe it's knots. Maybe it goes tens of thousands of knots an hour.
James, can you
Knots.
just admit that you're wrong?
Oh God!
You want to measure the speed of objects traveling through the universe in knots.
Here's the choices, and we'll lose viewership over it, but we can argue
Okay.
about it for half an hour, or you can just admit that you were wrong.
Okay. I'm wrong, but it's faster than everybody but me thought.
I am. Oh my goodness. Anyway, the the announcement I was going to make was there is an upcoming episode now of the Zach and Mo podcast, which, due to conflict of scheduling, features me instead of Mo.
Oh, that's awesome! What'd you guys talk about?
So, well,
I was like, wait, when did we record?
Why don't I remember the name of the movie? It's called it was a film called Glorious, and it's like a American horror thriller film. Definitely not reading Wikipedia. Directed by Rebecca McKendry and starring Ryan Quanten and J.K. Simmons.
A.K. Simmons?
J.K. Simmons.
And that's not the same as J.K.
Zach,
Rowling. Okay.
No, Zach really likes J.K. Simmons. No, you would know J.K. Simmons if you saw him. He's a very prominent character actor.
Well, you might know him from Portal 2 because he was Cave Johnson in that. But
he's been in a lot of stuff.
He's been in a lot of films. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was an interesting film, and I think we made a good podcast, and it should be out this week, I imagine. So yeah, there we go.
There it
That's
is.
exciting.
That's how we end up getting the videos up onto the Gamefront channel. We just get Zach is a genius. He's got to drag you into it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do it on a regular cadence, but I mean, it was fun to do. But anyway, I think you two are probably going to be.
Do you guys watch the movie together, or are you just assigned to watch it by yourself
We
before?
we watched it by ourselves, and then we talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun though, right?
I think this is James fishing for can he get involved in the in the movie podcast?
Well, James is impossible to schedule with.
He's busy. Yeah, I mean, we do it at 5 o'clock on Thursday. There it is.
Yep, he's a monster through and through.
Actually, Morgan's recording with me on Thursday at noon.
You know, I'll be honest. I've been playing with this AI generation, and it's very difficult to create bad images with it. So I'm curious to know how you've managed to get a fish with 7 eyes on the side of its face.
It's like giving it prompts that are very like undetailed. If you give it any kind of detailed prompt, it'll give you exactly what you're asking for.
Okay,
Not necessarily. I've made hundreds of AI generated art in the past couple of weeks. And there is ways like the more detail you do, the better. But I wasn't looking for more detail. I was putting the titles of the podcast into the AI generator, and I was doing 9 images at a time and picking my favorite of the 9.
Well, hey, let me show you what I've done. The first one, which I think looks, I typed
see this
in
Discord, or is it going to be?
Yeah, I think it's on Discord.
I didn't know you were even sharing your screen.
I typed in James Heaney in the multiverse, but it's come up with something that I think looks very Elden Ring-esque.
Yeah, definitely.
In terms of color palette and style, and like the tall kind of gothic things coming through the clouds. So that's interesting. And yes.
Now I don't know. I had mentioned a while back, because this night cafe is using my favorite of the 4 choices is the stable, which it looks like you're using is the stable AI. That's an open source AI, and if you install it on your computer, you don't even need to get coins or credits. You can just run it on your own computer. It takes I think minimum of 10 gigs of space, and you have to have 3 gigs of RAM.
That sounds cool.
It does sound cool, but when I had posted the idea of...
you got oh yeah, but that was for everybody. But we could host it just for us, right? Let's take this offline.
We don't need to host it for anybody else. I don't want anybody to host it. I just want it on my own personal computer for my own personal use.
Well, then why are you telling us about it? Why don't you do it?
I might. But I was warned that it's not it might not
I was
be good
thinking
for my
about
computer.
updating my Windows Office later today, and
That's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of it's going to turn into the last installation of Windows.
Why don't you just beg Danny to put it onto one of our servers, and then you just
we don't
Oh, well,
want
Mikey
it on one of the servers. I want
Mikey
it on
refused.
my own computer. I want it on my computer, not on a server. But I do want Danny's help installing
Then it's
it on
your
my
own
computer.
personal thing. Why are you telling us about it? I
don't want to break my things. I need Danny's help.
Okay.
Your computer is already trashed.
It's not. It's like
this
Yes,
second
it is.
piece-
It's garbage.
This second piece, I typed in simply the word Gamefront, and it seemed to have come back again with something that looks... I don't know. I mean, what would you describe this as? Like, I guess it's kind of Dark Soulsy, Elden Ringy. Is that a word?
Now, what's really fun to do is starting to like you can evolve that picture and like add more, and you just start getting all these. It gets crazier and crazier the more you evolve it.
I need to come up with something crazy. How specific? In fact, chat. What do you want me to create a art piece of? Give me some keywords.
What kind of art do you want to create? That's what you should do first. So like Renaissance or whatever.
Yeah, we've got matte, cosmic, cyberpunk is kind of the three styles you can choose.
But you can just put it into there. If you put like Renaissance painting of like Snoopy smoking out of a bong or whatever, it'll give you that.
Renaissance painting.
This image behind me now
was Snoopy,
and I added
smoking a
How
bong.
you spell Renaissance?
No, that's not how you spell Renaissance. How do you spell Renaissance?
I don't know, but I just knew that wasn't right. I think it's got A's and a C in that where that S is, and right click that Renaissance.
Do we want this to be a cyberpunk style image? I don't know.
Go Matt, and then just keep it as normal.
Keep it.
Oh
nice
my god.
Yeah. Okay, well that's cooking. James Shitty PC Shell is the keywords that Caneric wants to go for. And then one of Mike says Melina Rot James. I don't know how many of these I've got left.
There's a Renaissance painting of Snoopy smoking out of a bong.
I'm running low on credits, so I think I can do one more. Which one do you... James Shitty PC Shell's unlikely to come back with anything useful, so...
Try Melania Rot James.
Well, I mean, it'll be interesting.
Comic book.
Well, there's the Renaissance painting of Snoopy smoking a bong.
Is that not what you asked for?
That is exactly what I asked for. Let me see if I can...
But it doesn't really... Like, if you look at it, it looks like kind of... Everything looks like a dream version of what you ask for. Like you can't quite focus your eyes on it.
It's interesting. Oh, it is pretty much what we asked for. So if
pretty
I can...
much. Close.
I mean, it's even hanging on the walls of the Louvre Gallery.
If a human
there it is. Sorry, go on.
Where is this?
Oh,
Where, Danny?
Can you not see it on the screen?
Yeah, now it can. Oh, now it's gone. Now it can.
But like behind me now, the first pilot episode that you were in, Morgan, was Booger Flicking Jedi, and I put that into there, and I think it was comic book is what I put the other thing on there. Wow, that looks awesome. Yeah.
So Melina Rot James comic book has turned out
great
as a lovely image. Probably not. Well, I mean, because the AI probably doesn't really know who James is, or Melina for that matter.
On a first name basis, no.
But we can certainly show the. This is a nice piece of artwork, frankly, which I will transition to now. There you go. Look at that. Morgan Adventure Bits. I don't know if I've even got I don't know if I've even got any credits left, to be honest, but
well, the thing is I mean, you shouldn't do it right now. You should come back, but if you set up a new account, all you got to do is close it and then start it back up, and you'll have 5 new, and you won't have any of your previous things.
Can you just like clear your cookies and start over?
I think if you just close your browser, I think that it automatically deletes it.
Well, we'll see what comes back with the Morgan Adventure Bits.
Even if it just has pink and yellow, I'll be impressed.
I don't think that they trained it off of our.
I mean, it's all it is it's searching these things and coming up with the most common.
We need to come up with
images.
something very specific, like Morgan's suggestion to do a Renaissance painting of Snoopy smoking a bong was fantastic. Like it very much got that spot on.
I got some really good. I've been doing tons, but I put in Muppet getting COVID vaccine, and it showed
there it is.
Really cool. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's exactly.
Morgan Adventure
it?
Bits is interesting.
Really good.
It's pretty accurate.
It's definitely got the color palette.
Yeah. What is that little car in the corner though?
It's Rocket League, baby.
Yeah, it's Morgan playing Rocket League. Let me see if I can
And
show
look at
this.
that gun, that cyberpunk gun. That's crazy. But it's got little gaming controllers in the background.
Yeah.
Hang on, folks. Bear with. There we go. Yeah, I mean, there you go. Morgan Adventure Bits.
Makes sense.
Bit boys for life. The bits are greater than
Bits is
flaps.
better than clapped. Come on,
That's-
Kamikaze.
that's-
Now you're
that's-
just.
Always like really close to just like abandoning ship and starting Adventure Bits back up.
Oh, come on
And
now.
this photo makes you inspired to do
You,
that.
are you
Yeah,
going to take me
kinda.
with you at least?
That would be the ultimate.
Don't leave me here with him. Don't leave me here with Zach. No.
It's just James playing marbles like once every 6 months. God.
Ooh, let's type in Gamefront versus IGN. Let's see what it comes back with there
You don't have enough credits for that.
in a fight. Oh, I don't have enough credits. I can do James's little
New private window.
new private window.
Yeah, what have you been searching in those private windows? Can we see that?
Probably not. 1 second.
Because we can't see it, or because we don't want to see it?
I'd have to mess around and stop the stream and restart it.
Yeah. But honestly, I could do a whole like
Gamefront versus
stream me
IGN
doing
in a
AI
wrestling
generated
match.
stuff all day long.
Yeah, we could do this all day long. I've typed in
This would
Gamefront
be a
versus
very
IGN in a
fun
wrestling
stream.
match. So let's see what
Well,
happens.
I
You can
want
also
to get
use
AI.
Crayon, which is just free and there's no credit system.
Yeah,
It's
but it's
not
not
Crayon.
nearly as good.
Whoa! How do you get? Oh, he's Crayon in the name of another. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
like
thought you-
create AI on like.
Oh, I've used that one. It wasn't that good. I mean, it was
It
okay.
used to be. I mean, it's free, but
Yeah.
that's when I started. Like the thing is at the end of the day, it's open source AI. So if you just put it on your own computer,
All right, let's move on.
Okay.
James is repeating himself for the 18th time.
I made all these thumbnails. This is booger flicking Jedi. I can't see what direction to move out of the way.
Gamefront versus IGN in a wrestling match did not come back as anything useful at all.
Yeah, we got to get out of here.
We're moving on.
I'm losing interest in this.
Yeah. Okay.
Can we do some comments?
We can in a second. Just let me switch to the right thing and let me just roll that sweet intro. The time has arrived. Down with Gamefront. I'm heartbroken.
Let's go.
Heartbroken.
Danny Bits.
No one wants to see Danny Bits. Moving swiftly on.
Elden Ring episode 53. James and Morgan. First comment from Dark Page. Hey James, what is Celestial due for? Trivia question.
Celestial is due for a usage in the game.
That's what your improv training gave you.
Celestial do? What does it ever do for me? It's
Oh,
done
God, he's
everything
turned
it
into
does
Bill.
for use.
Uh,
I believe
Yeah.
that Celestial do is for making mixes of physics, wondrous physics.
No. Incorrect.
I have no idea.
Okay, moving on.
Dark
Dark Page. Haha, Morgan can't handle James's trolling sometimes. Yeah, let's see it. Let's see James in all his glory. 3512.
Okay.
My guess is it's gonna need sound because most of my best little what do I do with it? Quips.
Run across it.
Verbal. Run across it. Are you talking about getting on top of that?
No, I'm talking about running across the statue that's right there.
Oh, this. Oh well, so these are things that these aren't trolls. This is just mistakes.
All right, 38. What? 41 was it?
3841. Yes.
I can't really see it.
It's to the left of the icon. Because the side of grace is inside the hole. Just goes straight to the right. I'm really proud of you.
I still don't know how to do it. This clip seems
It's to the
broken.
left and he just
Are
starts.
you seeing something that you think would actually work? Well, I
Yeah,
was
so-
scrolling right so that everything would be to the left of what I was looking at. You know what I mean?
No, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
I don't know if we need to see all of the stamps.
No,
Even
we
Dark
do. I can't tell you to read messages.
What I'm
enough.
saying is if I scroll the entire map to
You think
the right,
so you think that message here? You're
everything
doing it again.
by
You think
nature
that
would be
message
on the
was telling you to
left.
jump into the wall that you thought was weird?
sure, it's naughty, but I'm naughty by nature.
Wait, what? Were you talking in the background of that?
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, we can't. Can you guys hear that?
Yeah. You just ran past the shiny,
All right.
and you're running past it again. And now you're looking at
There
it.
it is. Human bone shard.
Well, there you go.
James is trying. You can't hear any of that.
Well, I changed the volume of the stream. I guess I had turned the volume all the way down.
Oh. All right. Dark Page. Boom. 4926. Boom. 4934. And then 5156. He did put
Okay.
a lot in.
What was that 4926? Someone should make notes of these so I don't have to flip back and forth.
Yeah,
Seemed
James
like
will
they're
remember them
aggroed.
for you.
An arrow to the forehead. That looks painful.
Yeah, that was it. That was definitely it.
And then 4934. So we don't have to actually. We could probably just
We already missed that one.
Oh.
I just think this whole segment's just good stuff. And then 5156.
It's a pretty tight little cluster of getting destroyed.
Oh,
Oh, is this the one where...
Oh my god.
It's not...
I mean, that was it. It was them blowing stuff up in my face as I was trying to throw lightning bolts.
rough stuff.
Brad Hahn, James, about 100 hours from now, you'll find an armor set that has a built-in assassin's approach effect.
In 100, so that effectively in 100 episodes from now, you'll find. Whew.
You guys think you're so funny.
No, I'm just think I can.
I just finished my last playthrough in 67 hours.
How long have I been on this playthrough? 53 hours? 54 hours?
And you're not
Eesh.
even halfway done.
So by episode 200 and something, you'll have found the armor set.
Yeah.
Brad says, correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't there one of those nighttime bosses where Turtle Pope is? Yep.
Ooh, I didn't-
A bell hunter shows up. Well,
Did not
that's
know that.
interesting.
Oh, we tried to do that, but I think I don't know why I couldn't get it to pop up. I'll remember that. Brad Hahn, if memory serves, you want to give that black knife print to Rogier. You know who Rogier is, right?
Rogier?
Yeah.
I mean, I know, but I don't know where he is.
You don't know where he's at.
I believe he might be in Lake Liarnia? I don't know. Where is he?
What? All right, nice strings. Where do you go when you need a break? Oh, this is a rap?
It looks
You
like
wanna-
it.
I did the last one. This is you, James.
All right. Where do you go when you need a break? Big Morgs and the Heen take up the lake. Learning lots of lore from the Turtle Pope. But will it be remember? Nope. 2958.
I think that Nice Strings actually writes in a Beastie Boys style, not in a
Well, if it's
Run
Nice
DMC
Strings,
style.
my guess is it's not rap. I think it's actually folk music. It's probably where do you go when you need
No.
a
It's like,
break?
where do you go
Yeah.
when you
Big
need a break?
Morgs
Big
and
Morgs
the
and Heen
Heen
head up to the
head
lake,
up to-
learning lots of lore from the Turtle Pope. But will it be remembered? Nope.
I think that it's much more like a folk song.
Okay.
All right, 2958. That moment was great. Swing and a miss like you're at home plate. And oh wait, this is another.
I'll sing
rap.
this one.
Yeah, thank you.
That moment was great.
It's
Swinging
a rap,
miss
James.
and
Stop.
Who says it's
That's
a rap?
rude.
This
He
isn't
took
even
the
part of
time
the rap.
to write
all-
you a rap, and
His
you're
screen
crapping
name is
on
Nice
it.
Strings. His screen name is Nice Strings. That is somebody that's doing melodic, harmonic music. It's rock and roll, if anything. That moment was great. Swinging a miss like you're at home plate and wait. Celestial Dew makes people forget. Oh. So use that if you start to feel regret. Not that you'll need it. Sinning's not a factor. For the great elder lord, the Hena Clapter.
Nice
Okay, you're right, it's
Strings
rap.
says
You're
that
totally
he
right.
got a degree in music. I embrace all styles. Smiley face on the YouTube chat.
I think it sounds better as a rap. You were right. I was wrong.
It is a rap based off of all of the conversations we've had and all of the raps he's written.
Yeah.
Jeez. Just
Swinging a miss.
Jeez. It's so hard to watch. Jeez. You think that's the only time he did it? Nope.
That's my signature move.
Wayne Lawton says, "Rip my ears." James, you
Oh.
can't sing those melodies.
All right, raps in the future.
Ken Eric 86 got nothing to say, but here's a comment anyway. Catface. Nice.
That was a rap.
That was Pikachu.
Nice Strings 4926. I used to be an adventurer like you.
It's. I think that's when we were
think
getting
we
all
saw
those
that,
arrows
yeah.
before. Yeah.
But I think it's worth watching
Except I think
again.
that one's right in my face. Seemed like they're-
Yeah, I think this is the one that you took to the face.
Oh,
It's good
The
stuff.
good news is it went through like the eye socket and kind of clean through the mouth and no brains hit there, which is good. Otherwise, I
Nice
could
Strings.
be dead.
Damn, you honestly smoked the Black Knife Assassin. This dungeon took me so freaking long. Well, nicely done. So good job, Jebs. Yeah, it is a tough fight. I think you're over leveled for it though. That's why you did so
Come
well.
on, stop taking my wins.
Sorry.
James trying to fight that flame chariot had me dying. I don't.
16 minutes. Why is this video chock full of you just not? Oh yeah.
That is an interesting design.
Come on, don't get killed like this.
It looks like something our robot was.
It's they're very tough, but he had it beat and he just didn't do the deed.
I just like to stand in
Right
front of
back
that
below,
thing
huh?
and get flames to the face. All right. Amazing Jay says, hilarious that James thought he beat the boss at the end of the last video and was now safe to leave. I'll remind him that the last thing he did at the end of the video was get dunked on by the guys that were self-healing when they attacked him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then he got wiped out by the Red Wolf. I'm glad we're getting to the right side of Lake Liarnia, but there's still things left to do at Nokrin City inside the crater.
Yeah.
James, some lore. You and Blythe are on a quest for Rani, the witch, to find something in
Ronnie.
particular inside of Ronnie. JJ Ronnie Ron. And Nokron City. You had beat Starscourge Rodhan to get access to Nokron City because his gravity magic was so strong it created that it had arrested the movement of the stars themselves long ago. Oh, that's cool. Once you defeated him, they were able to resume their fall toward Earth and open up the cradle, revealing... God, it's hard to read. Crater revealing the entrance to Nokrin City.
Nokron. Kamikaze Ice, I won't forget. James Heaney, 2022.
Did I say that?
What didn't you forget, James?
I don't recall.
Kamikaze Ice, the Beast Eye is quivering, brought to you by Taco Bell. Kamikaze Ice 10148. See how overpowered you are, James? You almost one-shot this boss. Gotta have faith. 101 40 something, yeah. Maybe yeah, he hits him all day.
Which one is the boss? Oh, that
guy
guy
in the back.
It's me. It's me, Danny.
Okay.
I'm a regular Tony Danza.
A lot of damage.
Yeah, but so do I.
Look at him complaining. He hit that boss one time.
No. Yeah, but it takes more than. I don't think it was just one hit.
We just
Was
watched
really?
it.
I feel like there might have been like a
Swing and a
combo.
miss. You know, there he goes.
Two hits, and you were saying you weren't over leveled.
I
Well,
don't
you
feel
know,
over leveled.
Tanky is my favorite way to play, so I can't really say anything. I thought it looked impressive. Good job, James.
Thank you.
I shouldn't feed him. Anyway,
Miz and
45
J's is 45:53 the most quotable 10 seconds of this whole playthrough? Nice strings. The Beast Eye puckers. What did we say?
40, well, what was that?
Whoa,
45:53.
whoa.
There we go. 45:53. There's a lot of timestamps this week.
Yeah. At what point are they just trolling you to get?
Catacombs. The Beast Eye is quivering.
Yeah.
Was that just the beast eyes quivering? I think.
Wait, no. I think.
I think that there has to be something said after
Beast
that.
Eye is
Yeah. Catacombs. The Beast Eye is quivering.
Yeah. The Beast Eye is what you call your butthole, right?
Mm-hmm.
So. Okay.
There it is. We got there.
Funny stuff. Oh, that's the wrong video. El Scorchio says, "OMG, that face shot at 49:36 was hilarious.
We
So many
saw that.
arrows sticking out of your head. We've seen that." The original Dark Sheep says the black fireball is awesome, especially when charged and while using the talisman that boosts black flaming incantations, which you have. Endgame quality for a faith build, but do remember to upgrade the talisman for that sweet S scaling.
Yes. Brad Hahn, the Black Knife boss is normally hidden behind an illusionary wall. Hitting that shackle is certainly paying dividends. Oh, that's where it's at.
So I got the that's how I did it. It was hitting the shackle.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Brad Hahn, any thoughts on latest Souls clone Steel Rising? I put a couple hours in. Controls can be a little unresponsive at times, but the setting is great. Clockwork robots in 18th century France. How can you go wrong? Looking forward to hearing the opinion of lore expert and noted historian James Le Grand Fromage Heaney.
Steel Rising. I haven't even heard of it yet.
Really?
No. It's brand new?
Do you like video games, James?
I do. Multiverses is great. Marbles is fantastic.
I guess,
Okay.
do you like Souls-like games?
Yeah. I like Dark Souls. I like Brick.
I
love Brick.
I love Lamp. The problem is,
I love Lamp. Sorry.
You forgot.
I like the character Brick.
Brick was his name.
Anyway,
Real sick.
there is always a new Souls game out. It seems these days, and there's
I
more
want to play
coming
the
as well.
Pinocchio one.
And the
Yeah.
Pinocchio
Oh, what
one,
was the one?
certainly, but it takes you so long to finish this one that how can you possibly fit another one in? It's going to take you 3 years to finish this.
Well, I can play them. That's the
Oh
thing.
yeah, you can definitely you can be point man
My
on
problem with Steel Rising
coverage.
is it doesn't look that good, and it's $50.
Oof,
Yeah.
harsh assessment there. But you don't know
but
until you play it.
Temtem version 1.0 is out, and it's only $44.99. You know what I mean?
Wait, what? Temtem? Oh, Temtem does look fun, like Pokemon. I think they've done a lot better. Like it wasn't. It didn't get that good reviews at the beginning, but I think that's one of the few games that has gotten better with updates instead of worse. So then we have Dean Carter says James should go after the Mimic tier ashes so he can fight with double the heen. Yes, please. Ulasile Botnet, if this episode didn't show James the value of reading the messages from time to time, then I don't know what will. He's always asking for guidance when oftentimes it's right at his feet. Yeah, but I'd say 9 out of 10 times when I read those messages, it's telling me to finger my butthole. And I don't need to read that most of the time.
Well, if you don't want to take the advice, James, we can't help you. You know.
They are literally like there's so many messages that tell you exactly what to do. You should be reading them all the time. I'll just keep telling you to read them. It's sad that I have to, but I will. I'll do what I have to.
Not all heroes wear capes. So Pelagius says, perfect 3430, perfect example of Morgan trying to navigate James. James actually might be getting better, while his frame rate is getting worse.
Yeah, whatever happened to Spider-Man?
Wait, where's the Spider-Man thing?
So when we're live streaming, there's 2 different chats. Like,
I've only got Twitch
and YouTube. Twitch is where it is.
Go up there. How?
Gotta go.
I was about to record more Spider-Man yesterday, but the problem is there's so many videos in queue to still release. I figured it would be better to wait to record it until it was going to be closer to the release.
Can you not hear the video because you're just talking directly over it?
Well, I mean, it's. I'm sorry, I can hear it, but
you just don't care.
I don't care that much.
You
asked me a question. You asked me a question.
Will there ever be a Gravity Death montage? Asked Wayne. And are you ever going to release that montage you did with Pill? Because I know a montage was created at one point, but
it's created. But yeah, it's just sad because the graphics are so bad.
Maybe we could run some AI art generation upscaling on it.
Upscale it.
Maybe.
I mean, I'll send it to you. I'll send what I got because I have the first one completely done. But yeah, I feel bad because Pill did all that work, and then like as I was after I downloaded it and then cut it together, I was like, this just doesn't. It doesn't look good.
Send
looks
it to
like
me. We'll see what we can do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hogwarts Legacy is another that James will miss because he's stuck between the lands.
What was that? Spider-Man. Where did you read that?
I'm just reading the chat.
You're reading the YouTube chat. I guess I'll open YouTube
the Twitch chat.
That's the Twitch chat, but that's okay.
I see funny thing. Where's the? I missed it. Hogwarts Legacy is another that James will miss because he's stuck.
Would you like to play Hogwarts Legacy? I don't know if that's the kind of thing. It's kind of Souls-like, I think, isn't it? Oh no.
Yeah, I'm not a Harry Potter. I don't want to say I'm not a fan. I like it, but not enough to play a video game of it.
Yeah. Moving swiftly on to Resident Evil episode 20. Sorry, go on.
Yeah. Oh, they're asking what we're going to be playing Monday morning. I don't know. We got to figure it out by tomorrow. Hopefully tonight so I can download it. We'll see.
I think he should play Half-Life Black
Yeah,
Mesa,
you should play Half-Life 2.
Well, I think you should play Half-Life 1.
Or BioShock.
Or BioShock. Those are both great.
You should play through
BioShock. When I saw you playing it, it did not look fun.
No. Hey, listen. I'm off work this week, and you can finish this game in a week. I will coach you through BioShock if you like.
In the mornings, but why you should do that for a different game.
But he's beaten BioShock multiple times, and just recently.
How about BioShock Infinite, which is probably different from the other
I've
two?
never beaten that one.
It just doesn't
barely
look that good.
What do you mean? It's an amazing game.
It doesn't look like my kind of game. Like when I was watching you do it.
You like narrative games, don't you?
No.
Oh, what kind of games do you like?
Action RPGs.
Action role-playing games. Okay. Did you ever play The Outer Worlds?
No, but that was.
That's a long game, I thought.
I'm playing the long game.
Well, you got a week of Danny that he'll join you and help you on these streams.
I know, but he should just do that no matter what we're playing. That just sounds fun.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I just thought Game from
I just
Hellish
don't.
Court. Sekiro, we've tried that so many times, it's never going to happen. No.
Maybe I could be the one.
You could
but
be the one
game-
to finish Sekiro.
Maybe.
Maybe what? Is it too hard for you guys?
What
Yeah.
I'm thinking is like find a game that you could, because if Danny has the whole week off, something that you could finish in a week, so that it could be like a nice open close to like beginning, start, end.
Well,
and
4 days, so an 8-hour game.
so you could totally be BioShock in 8 hours.
Really?
You might be able to beat Half-Life if you were
Half-Life 2 might be
I
a
don't
struggle, but maybe.
not 2, Half-Life 1.
Oh, Half-Life 1 for sure. WCW versus NWO.
It's just like the fighting looked so mushy. I don't know. I don't know.
It is very story based, and that's what I liked about BioShock.
I don't know. I think he's leaning towards Sekiro. I think the
I'd
chat is
rather
leaning
play
towards
Sekiro.
Sekiro.
But Sekiro is probably going to be like 40 hours.
But
Just
but
start
maybe
it next week.
maybe I get like Danny hooked on streaming with me, and then he just does it.
Quits
he
his
quits
job.
Yeah.
All right. Morrowind? Maybe.
All right. Let's get
Anyway.
into this Resident Evil one.
Sorry, we were not thinking about James for too long.
Resident Evil
You guys know how much James rocks?
episode 20. Amazing Jay says no feedback whatsoever. It's perfect. That is high praise from Jay's. For
I think. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say for a video that is now littered with criticism in the rest of the comments, but yeah, carry on.
And then Dark Page says, "Oh, you guys have been playing on normal the whole time? We made it look like it was easy, but no, it's been normal the whole time."
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's shade, actually. I think he thought
What?
that we were on a much harder level.
What?
Yeah.
Dark Page says, "Captain's log" at the end there.
Ken Eric 86. What do you call a fake noodle?
An impasta.
Okay.
They've been littering me with these during the streams.
Oh, yeah, it happens when we were streaming yesterday too. Pill's the worst offender, but
Ken and Pill get each other going, and then it's just bedlam. El Scorcho, I think when you shoot their heads off, you make it more likely their tentacle thing will come out of their head. I didn't know that.
I don't know if that's true or not. I'd like to know if that, because if it's
Well-
not true, then that's unhelpful.
That was true in the co-op one that me and Zach played. Was that Resident Evil 5?
I guess it makes sure that makes kind of sense, because I don't really remember them having the head turn into that when I haven't blown the head off.
El Scorcho, if you're going to talk through the cutscenes, could you at least turn on the subtitles? James?
Nope, it's perfect. Absolutely no reason to do that.
Plasmid Overdose, 1449, or you could call it a James moment. Let's see it.
This is a
It's,
nice BioShock reference there in the name, but anyway, 1449. Okay,
I mean, literally no one's asking for it.
everybody wants to see BioShock.
Can't remember the name, huh? A senior moment, perhaps.
Whoa.
Enjoy the fun.
This guy sounds like a character from a comedy show.
How long until somebody...
Was that what we wanted to say? I'm not sure.
No, that is. He says it's a senior moment, and then
it should be a James moment.
it should be a James moment. I don't know why they would say that. And then this one is pretty funny. I just recently watched Dodgeball, and
This guy should be
Sorry, go on.
a superhero. If he can dodge those lasers like that, it's hard to believe any of these weapon attacks have hit him at all.
Yeah. Maybe he, is... I'm going to fight one of these freaking freaks.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. We passed the thing.
Okay.
Interesting. What do you call a fake
Oh.
noodle? Just kidding.
Wow,
Just
my
kidding. What the heck? Your
I was-
Bing isn't working good?
I was holding down the space bar. Generic 86 as the Clapter strikes again. Games with Heath
Games-
says... Oh, sorry, go on.
No, good.
Games with Heath says, can't say it enough. Man, I do love these Resident Evil co-op past the controller expert walkthroughs.
Well, I'm glad Heath is having fun.
El Scorcher had a tough video. He didn't like this one. I don't understand why you guys don't do more weapon upgrades, especially firepower. The thing is that me and James are saving all of our resources for the end.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what if we need that money to like buy our way off of the island? Like, how are we going to pay for a boat? You know?
I mean, you never know. Pelagius, wow, Morgan is on the roll. Wasting bosses and resources. 4754 is especially great. Would be awesome if Morgan joined James in Dying Light 2. With 2 people, it's a lot more fun. Oh, I didn't know it was multiplayer. And actually easier trivia. Jack Krauser used to be Russian Umbrella Corps branch operative in the Resident Evil Darkside Chronicles and On the Rails shooter, kind of like House of the Dead.
Oh, cool.
Krauser is chosen as a partner for Leon on a mission to investigate a drug lord who might have gotten into not just drugs, but also bioweapon dealing. By the end of the game, Krauser is convinced that he needs to get stronger as he got his arm mangled and ass kicked, and that bioweapons is the way to do it. Additionally, Krauser's line, "They told you I died in a crash," is changed in English localization. Original line in Japanese doesn't say anything about crash, just that he died. Answering other questions regarding original script, no game is that cheesy and corny by design.
What's that? 4754. Time, baby.
This is Morgan's gunfire.
Oh wait, don't do it!
yeah.
Don't
With
do
the
it!
Magnum.
Oh please stop! Stop! This isn't the time to learn the Magnum.
Was that James doing that?
No, it was me. We've been saving Magnum bullets for the entire
game.
And then you just
just
wasted
got
He
the
it.
decided to
Magnum,
try
and
it
then
the first time against the teleporting enemy.
I really blew through.
Oh wait, don't do it! Don't do it!
That is rough stuff. Wow. Okay.
I'm just shooting everywhere he's not. That's crazy. Whoops. Dying Light. I don't remember playing this.
Speaking of
first
Dying Light 2.
I thought I made it pretty clear I was not going to do a walkthrough of this game. I was just
Everyone
doing
thinks
like
you're doing a walkthrough.
No, it was
Well,
just one-off try of... Yeah. I don't know why
Yeah,
people are
is
assuming
Dying
that.
Light 2 worthy of the limelight? That doesn't sound like a walkthrough title, does it?
It doesn't
What
have a
does that mean,
number
worthy
in
of
the corner.
limelight?
There's no
Well,
number.
limelight means like time in the spotlight. I was just trying to find like a thing to write that was kind of catchy and like, my main goal was to make it so it wasn't part 1, so that it assumed people were going to see more parts. That was it. But actually, if we decided to have Morgan jump in and do some co-op of it, I'd give it a second try to see if it's worthy of the limelight with 2 players.
Yeah, well,
It wasn't
but why does
terrible,
it
just-
starting so negative?
What?
Like, why is the title so negative? Worthy of the limelight.
Oh, hey.
It means that it means that it's oversold already.
I didn't. That's not the way I looked at it.
Listen, me and Zach have done a video for this week on Disney's Dreamlight Valley, and we've gone in heavy on the clickbait title.
Oh
and thumbnail.
no!
It is.
No.
It is interesting.
Oh,
It's
no.
on Patreon already, but that is
Should I jump ship now, or do I gotta
Oh
wait
no,
till
no,
after it
no!
comes out?
You love it's a great thumbnail.
It's all in chipmunk mode.
No, it's not. There's definitely no chipmunk mode, but I can possibly show you the thumbnail that we've created for this. It's basically it's a game about well, it's a mobile game really, There's no
Oh.
comments on it yet because obviously it's. But if I pop
I used
this
to
in here,
play
you should be
this
able to see it.
mobile Disney game that was like little plushies that you like touch each other and then explode, and I was hooked on it for a while.
So I don't know if people can see the image, but we've named it The Sinister World of Disney, Dreamlight Valley. And one of the pictures that came up while we were playing was you've got Mickey and the rat from Ratatouille. I forget his name. Roland? I don't know. Then there's like a sinister shovel just leant up against the wall where someone's been clearly digging a grave for some reason. And then in the other corner on the right hand side there is one
King
of those.
Louie?
It's a beast of some kind. I forget which Disney property that's from. Talking
Beauty
to
and
the
the Beast, maybe.
yeah, talking to the little child from Wreck-It Ralph, which just seems very sinister. So we named it The Sinister World of Disney Dreamlight Valley. It's on Patreon. Sign up if you want to watch it today. You don't, but if you did want to.
All right, so here, like this was definitely not made clear that it was not a playthrough because Laylaget 205, who is not a normal commenter, came on and was like, "I shall enjoy this expert playthrough."
They're trolling. They've got to be. Come on.
So you didn't make it very clear. Ken Eric 86, hi James Hart, Steve the Ghost. Thanks for taking one for the team, James. Glad I passed on this one. But look at it's bringing in all kinds of not regular commenters.
I mean, I'll continue it if it's what the people want, but it didn't get that many views.
Powell, who do you voodoo? 1154. Maybe Zach remember. I remember. Great song from Fun Game. I'm glad you playing and uploading different games, James. Personally, I prefer you would finish Spider-Man gameplay before starting new title, but maybe that just me. Have you
I totally
considered it?
planned to, I almost recorded more yesterday. But there's like a queue of like at least 2 or maybe 3 more videos, and I just don't want to make I don't want to record something that's not going to come out for like another week or 2.
They don't have to go out in any particular order. Just upload it, and we'll get it out this week.
I'm still in favor of multiple videos per day. Moving on. Pelagius, start is painful, slow, but further in it gets better. Very good gameplay loop, almost certainly constantly changing pace and focus between running, fighting, sneaking, and looting, and anything in between. Add to it some additional quests, challenges, night chases, and however unimpressive characters, story, and lack of guns are, gameplay makes up for it. Parkour can be frustrating if you're trying to do something very specific and complex, but the other 99% of it is okay, improving to great, if not awesome, as you get more parkour skills. If you have a friend to play with, even better. Also, if it wasn't adjusted in later patches, a lot easier too. Now, I hope James does a whole playthrough of this of his solo game at least once. By the way, where did Spider-Man playthrough go?
I
Zach
will
is
make
here.
sure that it's on a top priority, and I will get another Spider-Man video up by Wednesday, because I'll record it tomorrow and put it up on Patreon probably tomorrow night, and then maybe Wednesday. I don't know when it'll be out there, but I've also been trying to make those, since we only do 1 video a day. I've been trying to make the videos 2 hours long, which is what I did with Dying Light. It's almost 2 hours. It's a long video.
Hugo, I remember being terrified playing the first game. The distant sorors and the night creatures. Amazing atmosphere, but didn't get very far in game.
Too scary.
It's too
So,
scary.
My lesson from this is, regular commenters and new commenters all coming together to see different games. And I quite like doing these one-off videos, and that's why I've been trying to do more of them lately. We've done Saints Row and Disney 1, and we'll do more. I think it's good. I think it's good people see different
and
stuff.
I also think if we have the time to do it, like make those, if we're only going to do 1 video, and if the game is fun, I had fun playing Dying Light 2. Make it a 2-hour video. Give it a
I
good
think
chunk.
that's intimidating.
You think?
Yeah, if I was like, oh, what's this Dying Light 2 video, and I popped it on and it was 2 hours, I'd be like, I can't watch all of this.
But you don't have to watch it all in one go. That's, Anyway.
Give me a good 15-second video and then I'm out.
Danny likes his one-night stands. Yeah. Elden Ring, episode 54. Dark Page.
Oh, finally something I'm in.
Says, art as a living should never be the purpose. It should be the benefit. That is a hot take, but I feel the same.
I stand behind those words, and I totally believe it.
It's just because you guys value different art differently. Do you not think that musicians should make a living off of their music, which takes a lifetime to get good at?
Well, first of all, most musicians that are making enough money to live off of are not using the skills they took a lifetime to learn. Like, you're probably, if you're going to be in a band, like you've either made your band in like your early 20s, or you're probably not going to be a paid touring musician. But you should never be like, oh, I want to play music because I want to be famous and rich.
Yeah.
That's not the purpose of it.
I was
like,
gonna
you have
say.
to be in love with art and creating art, and so in love with it that you're not looking to make money. You're doing it because you need to. You can't not do it.
I think that's the difference. It's like if you care enough about becoming a musician, you'll put the effort in to become good at being a musician, which means you'll be good enough to deserve to be paid for the work that you do. Whereas if you go into it with a mindset of I just do this because it's going to be my job and I just want to make money by being a musician, then, well, you probably don't deserve but you probably won't be as good as a musician to make the money that you seek to make in the first place because you're just kind of doing it for the wrong reasons.
Well, the problem
Additionally-
is that our society commodifies everything. So if you aren't thinking of it as a commodity, it can only be a hobby that you endure.
But what's
Your
the
endeavor.
worst if it is a hobby? Like, just like, what is wrong with being a hobby musician or a hobby?
If it's your
anything?
passion and is what you want to do all the time, but you have to go flip burgers at Burger King or whatever, like, that's a failure of our society.
But
I don't. Well, I mean, I think that I think that if Brad Pitt had to do some shifts at a Starbucks in between gigs, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Like, I think that he could pull some shifts at Burger King, and like maybe not Burger King, maybe some vegan place if he doesn't like meat. I don't want to force anybody into something that they feel immorally.
I think you're
but I
going
don't
off
think-
the rails.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's not the point.
you're
Is
going way
like
off.
I don't think.
But
somebody
what
should
if you
have to
feel
work in a
immoral
place like-
towards capitalism? What do you do?
Well, then you move out.
Move out where? Where on
Get
earth
an
is it?
island. Go on an island, and you can be as successful as you want.
Just buy
on
an
the
island
Galapagos.
with money?
You just gotta swim out there.
Oh.
No, I just think that like there's nothing wrong with like if you're judging yourself and being like, oh, I'm not a good musician because not a lot of people listen to my music. You're doing that. That's not what makes good music. It's not the ears. It's the quality that you're making. And do you feel good when you play music? When you play music, do you feel a swelling in your heart that makes you feel like you're tapping into your humanity? That's what's important.
And that you make some money off of it.
No, that would be a huge, awesome benefit, but that can't be the reason that you're doing it.
I
Or
think
else
we
that you're
can.
you're a hollow musician.
I think we can
if that's
relate
the only
this
reason.
to what we
How
do,
do you,
because
and-
because we're not making much money doing this, but we'd very much like to. But
yeah.
but that doesn't stop us from doing it. So I think that's kind of
I mean,
yeah.
you know that you have to invest that time in to get it.
So
to
do you
make
what do you
money.
feel about people who use like ad blocker on a website? Are you angry at them? Or are you telling them they
No.
should turn off ad blockers?
Absolutely not.
Well, that's a paid musician. Like they're like you gotta what's
Only
the
paid
difference?
musicians use ad blocker.
No, what I'm saying is like if you're using ad blocker, then you're taking money away from some sort of person that's making content online.
it's true that like I can speak to Gamefront where because we also have a very tech savvy audience as well, naturally, because like if you're going to mod a video game, you're going to mod your web browser as well. We have quite a high percentage of people who use adblock on the Gamefront website, and obviously everything there's free and the downloads are free and it's not cheap to run that, and we make just about enough to keep it's self-sustainable. But if every single person who visited didn't use adblock, we'd be making 6 times the amount that we make due to people using adblock. And those people are effectively pirating our service because the agreement is you use our website and in exchange we show ads in order to make money to keep the website there. And by using adblock, those people are effectively stealing the service and not paying for it. It's effective. They are. That is literally what it is. That's
in
the
my
agreement.
opinion, that's
It's
not
like
gonna
walking
stop
into-
me from
it's-
creating. It's
it's
not
l-
going to stop me from creating content.
No, it doesn't stop us. Like I don't care. People can use adblock all day long. I'm not going to stop them. But morally speaking, it's no different from walking into a bakery and taking a muffin and not paying for it. That's just what you've done. That's just a fact. You know, you might not like the model, the business model, but you know,
it'd be more like if like there was a free muffin store that you could walk in, but they were just blaring advertisements like on giant TV screens while you were going in to get a muffin, and you got like color blocking glasses that would like block the screen. Because we haven't said, hey, you have to watch these ads to get these muffins. We just
you
said,
can get
muffins,
rid of the
and
ads
then we
by
trap them with ads.
No, I mean,
Can I? I don't mean. I mean, I could endlessly talk about this. I find it important to me in many ways, but I do want to also ask a quick question.
Yep.
Kamikaze said, "Oh, so Les Claypool isn't an artist because he failed his Metallica audition." I don't exactly know the context.
The context was
did
talking
Les
about
Claypool actually audition for Metallica?
I'm sure if he said it, it's true.
I love Les Claypool, but I never liked Metallica.
wow.
It seems like such a weird world if he would have been in Metallica. I mean, I don't hate Metallica. It's just not my style of music.
Mm.
I don't know. Yeah, that's
Dark
wild.
Page, a lot of great wisdom from James this episode. Both Sox 2K1. Can we budget James a new laptop? Holy moly. Brad Hahn, I think he's playing on a train. Chug, 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 chug. Gamefriend, he literally thinks it's fine. Also, it's brand new. Gamer word. That was me, by the way. It's running so low FPS 2412 that it looks like slow motion. It's me, Gamefriend. There has to be something wrong with his NVIDIA settings since his laptop specs should be able to handle this game. Maybe the game is not running on the GPU. Whatever it is, I think he should look into it more and figure out the issue.
I mean, I could look into it more, and I'm happy to. We could even bring it up after this when we do our little meeting. We can look at the settings. But at the end of the day, I'm recording it and I'm streaming it to you, so it's doubling the effort on my laptop.
It doesn't double it, but yeah.
It doesn't.
But we know that it worked. It's worked before, and now it isn't. So something's clearly
no,
wrong.
It works again. After this video, the other ones aren't in slow motion like that. I mean, it happens here and there all the time throughout the whole playthrough.
Things to immediately think about for me when it's a laptop is it plugged in or is it running on battery? Because if you put it on battery,
it wouldn't. If it, it's not ever running
like
on
the
battery.
performance just like halves immediately when you put it on battery.
No, it's definitely plugged in.
It could be throttling because if it's a warm day or you've got it on a like a soft surface or something, like laptops get hot quickly. But it's on
top of a fan, like what do you call it? Like a little cooling fan.
Okay, yeah, but I mean the cooler you can keep laptops because they will thermal throttle way more than desktops will. So they will.
Yeah, and it has been so hot that I've been drenched in sweat every day. Unusually hot in Venice.
Yeah. So
in
that's
fact historically hot.
Potentially what's going on there. But yeah, maybe we should buy you an air conditioner.
See if it's throttling. I mean, actually, we have slatted windows, and we've never we are thinking about getting air conditioning and just modding our windows so that we can add an AC to it. It's been so unbelievably hot. It's crazy.
Volta. Yo, I used to watch your Minecraft videos as a kid. Gonna watch this series now.
MINECRAFT. We did one of them recently. You should go and watch it. No, you shouldn't. It's not very good. Nobody watched it. Louis Sandoval says, a part of me thinks Morgan should pull back and just let James work his magic and see what happens. He should be paying attention. That's where the real gems from the past expert walkthroughs came from. The other part of me is like, oh man, if we do that, we'll have like 500 plus videos. Either way, I tip my hat to James playing in the heat. The frustration was definitely real.
Yeah, it's tough. And then I said I struggle with this every session. I don't know what the right answer is. Morgan, by the way. And then Ulastiles Botnet says, you're a soft enough touch IMO. If anything, you could be a little bit more hand-holdy, but I appreciate the reticence.
I love your touch, Morgan, and I never mind you getting handsy with me.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we have an HR department? Wait, isn't Zach HR?
Zach,
Zach, you still here?
Could you imagine if Zach was HR?
Zach is HR. Yeah. Zach. James is doing it again.
Zach would join in. Dark Page. James seems like he's in denial about his system's performance.
Yep. Dark Page, wonder how James feels about that lady that was selling her farts in a jar. Oh, yeah.
Is that a real story or is that some Elden Ring? lore I
No,
missed?
there was there was a streamer that did that. Oh, and there was a streamer that sold bathwater as well. Do you remember when she was selling the bathwater?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I mean,
not good stuff.
the thing is, I would never buy it. And if you opened one of those jars around me, I would stop coming to your house. I would not hang out with you. But the fact that she sells it, if somebody buys it for $100, well, that's what it's worth. It is worth what somebody's willing to pay for it. I don't have to buy it though. If somebody made me give them $100 and forced me to take a fart jar, I'd be pissed.
Free market Heaney coming at you. King of Kings. Use your Dectus medallion to the lift and go to the second bell bearing at the first secret area inside the sealed tunnel in a chest. Oh.
Okay, wait. I gotta absorb this.
Wait, write it down in your little notebook.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Use your Dectus medallion to the lift and go get the second bell bearing at the first secret area inside the sealed tunnel in a chest.
I don't have a pen next to me. Hold on. I have my notebook, but my pen is missing.
Do you have a keyboard and notepad?
I have a keyboard, but it doesn't attach to my notepad.
No, no. Jesus.
Nah, don't do it. Ken Eric 86, 2 deer walk out of a gay bar. One turns to the other one and says, "I can't believe I blew $20 in there." All right, come on, guys, get it together.
Wait, let me write down. What is this?
Ken Eric 6, why did the Scarecrow get a promotion? He was outstanding in his field. Ken, this playthrough is going to take twice as long now since you're playing in slow motion. Now that's a joke, and it's true. Ulasal's botnet, and despite Jabalie's best efforts to throw the one fight the 6 flasks of health he had on hand to help whittle down the final quarter of the boss's health, Bar wouldn't let him.
Now I'm checking in, and I'm a little lost because I'm still trying to write the thing about the Dectus medallion. In the first secret. I don't know what it is. Is that enough to be in the notes?
Secret area? No,
I wrote that. I wrote Dectus medallion, first secret area. What else is there?
In the what tunnel?
In the what tunnel? Is that the name of it? The what tunnel?
No, I'm asking you which tunnel is it in?
I don't know. I'm asking you. I'm telling you I'm lost, and I'm trying to write it down so I don't forget.
All right, can we scroll down?
So you don't remember either, and you're trying to make me look like a dum-dum.
You do look like a dum-dum. I'm not doing that.
I
do you
look
want me
like
to
a
scroll
dum-dum
down?
right now,
Where,
but
sorry?
you
Yeah,
can't get rid of your
down.
face, Morgan. You live with that every day.
Where to?
The sealed tunnel.
A little further up. There it is.
In a chest.
Sealed tunnel.
And that's it. Let's move on.
Okay. All right.
Keep scrolling up. Back to where we were.
Sorry, yes. This one, I think.
You gotta immobilize those walking mausoleums first in order to make them accessible. Kamikaze Ice, welcome to the internet. Prepare to be clapped. Kamikaze Ice. You're wrong, Morgan. They aren't smithing stones. They are smithing stones. Rude. 2255. James, yeah, it doesn't look bad frame rate to me. It looks like it's a little slow. No, that's a stable bad frame rate. Almost like the laptop is either throttling CPU, not GPU power performance, or otherwise not running at 100% speed, like the CPU stays in a low performance power saving mode. Feels bad, man.
So now here's my confusion with it, because when I get bad frame rates on stuff, it looks like it's skipping. And when I look in a first person shooter, I'll see a frame update every 15 degrees as I turn 360 degrees. This, I feel like I'm seeing every frame. It's just that they're being fed to me very slowly.
That's why everyone said it looks like it's in slow motion.
Yeah, slow motion, but not necessarily bad frame rate. I feel like I'm getting every frame I could ever ask for.
Oh my god.
The rate? Oh, okay. Don't. He's not going to. He won't get it. Kamikaze Ice.
Doesn't matter.
You want to do it, Danny? You want to go down this road? How much time you got? Give
it
to him.
No, it's all right.
Let's hear it.
No, I was just
Listen,
going to say.
I just happen to not be offended by the rate they were giving me the frames, as long as I don't miss them. I think it's a bad frame rate if I get 1 out of 10 frames. But if I get all 10 frames, it just takes a minute to see them, I'm good.
AI generated art. YouTuber Wizardhead applies AI art to live concert footage to create something interesting. El Scorcho, where's the Spider-Man content? I miss seeing James's spider sense.
This Spider-Man is popular stuff. You need to get back
Yeah.
on the Spider-Man.
I will. I will.
You just abandoned it.
I didn't abandon it.
Here we go.
It's just been really
Drogdor.
hot. It's been so hard to record at my apartment because every day, even at night, it's 80 degrees. I have lived in Venice for 20 years. On September, yesterday was my 20-year anniversary in LA. But anyways, I've never seen it this hot here in Venice. Drogdor. Quickly want to start by saying big ups to Big Hat Morgan for his honorable Elden Ring playthrough. I'm up to him finally beating Melania, and it's easily my current favorite playthrough. Oh, edging out the ongoing Resident Evil series by the boys.
That's
Let
crazy.
me use that as a bit of a kickoff point to James' playthrough. I think a lot of us see the writing on the wall, which is that James has reached a complacency point where he's perfectly fine with getting carried through every boss by summons if it means he can finish the game by 2027. I didn't even use summons in the last couple bosses. Fair enough. But can Morgan decree a no summons clause for Melania at least? Don't give me that. Just to give his playthrough a semblance of what James vs. Soulsborne's games great back in the day, this playthrough currently lacks the, pardon the pun, soul of James' older series.
Yep.
I didn't use a summons on the boss that we just watched in the previous video. What is this person talking about?
You mean the
Drogdor
boss that
isn't-
you mean the boss that you did in 2 slashes because you were super OP?
Because you had already used the secret shackle to unlock him.
You didn't use a summon because you didn't have the opportunity to use a summon. You beat him that quickly. Come on, James. Don't
What do you
insult the
want from
audience's
me?
intelligence, man.
What
Come
do
on.
you want from me? I'm either too good or too bad. Get used to it. I'm the anti-hero of this story.
I understand.
And you're going to love hating me.
You're the Morbius of this whole story.
Ken Eric says you should move to Alaska. That'll solve your thermal throttling issues. I mean, yeah, for now, until global warming catches up to Alaska as
They're
well.
gonna have to drag James out of Venice with a truck as it's exploding. I don't know what his addiction to it is, but he is hooked, baby.
Oh boy,
Venice.
it's
Every
home.
day he's like,
Everyone
"Oh,
is
my
home.
neighbors, everybody's been stabbed in my neighborhood. It's crazy." But
I
at least
haven't
I
been
only
stabbed
stepped in human poop twice.
Yeah, it was interesting. Somebody was stealing bikes yesterday from my neighbors. But oddly enough, they brought the bikes back because you don't mess with my neighbors, and word got out.
They
somebody stole
brought
his
the
bike
bikes
and
back.
yeah, apparently
Yeah.
that never happens. Nobody ever steals a bike and then delivers it back to the person they stole it from. But word on the street was get him back his bike.
If you bring him back a stolen bike, then the person you've just stole it from is either an incredibly powerful drug lord of some kind who has the ability to call hits on you, or
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Is like he's yeah, that's exactly it. Like you, if you
You're a narc, man. You're narking on him right now.
Sorry.
no, we don't know exactly what business he's involved in. We just know that if you steal his bike, you bring it back.
You bring it back
You
as
borrow.
soon as you can.
But I mean,
even-
it's not like so well known that you didn't know not to steal his bike, you know?
Apparently. But here's the thing: is there's a lot of like people that come into town that maybe have only moved in because it's a nice place to be in the hottest of weathers, and maybe you're in Venice for the night and looking for something to sell to get some, I don't know, meth. And you might just think that that's like you don't know anybody around there, and then you take it, and then you find out from other people like, oh, you gone done made a mistake, friend. Better bring that bike back. But yeah.
just
But
another day
either
in
way,
Venice.
super nice neighborhood. James you can't get enough.
And some of the feces might just be giant dogs.
Pelagius, as much as this frame rate is amusing, like watching game through James's eyes, maybe not a new laptop, but at least a stand with coolers or something would be good. Or is it the problem with recording process taking processing power from the laptop? Then it's an issue of getting a decent capture card, I guess. Anyways, frame rate is insane.
Yeah, I have a capture card, and maybe I should start trying to figure out how to work it. But I definitely couldn't use it for games you would play through, because if you were joining through a capture card, you wouldn't be able to control the game. I could probably share the screen through my capture card for games like this, but then the audio being recorded, like it just puts one more phase, because I'd be putting the capture out to the capture card, but then our audios wouldn't be sunk. Like my face camera wouldn't be in there. You know what I mean? But it might just be something that we got to hammer our heads together.
Just know, guys, that you're not worth the effort.
It is worth the effort. We got to figure it out. I also think that the temperatures are going to drop, and it's going to be a little different. But it is like, it's not that bad today, but like it's been, you know how it has been. Like, how hot have you been at your apartment?
Oh, it's been.
Oh, you have air conditioning. Yeah. I don't have air conditioning.
Yeah.
In fact, what I have during recording days is I have giant blankets that hang around us.
I mean, you could have got an AC at any time.
Well, we can't put an AC in our windows because we have
floor
windows.
Unit.
Well, where are you going to put an AC unit on our floor?
On the floor.
Yeah, but that takes up like 10% of my apartment.
Yeah.
It's not a big apartment.
Well, we've done it, folks. We've made it to another
Was that it?
end of the comments. That was it.
Wow.
Record time. Well, maybe not. We've possibly done it quicker, but record time with substantial content.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yeah, that's what we got to figure out. Sekiro or BioShock stream on Monday. Whoa.
What happened?
Well, we finished. Well, no, Sekiro or BioShock stream on Monday. Well, it's up to Morgan really because he's the one playing. So today's Monday.
Yeah. They meet tomorrow.
Ah. I'm so confused.
You'll be available from 8 to 10. What time is that for you?
It's always middle of the afternoon. It's fine. As soon as you start streaming, I'm always free. Well, I'm usually working, but I'm not working this week, so I'm certainly awake.
You'll be committed, and we can do it in those 4 days.
Let me just check my calendar. I can't do Wednesday. But I can do it. But I can do it. I can do any other day. I can do all the other days. I can do parts of Wednesday between 6:30 and between 4:30 and 5 on my Wednesday. I'm busy. We can take this offline. But what time is it? What time is it in LA at the moment? It's 11. It's 11:30, right?
Yeah.
And you start at what time?
An hour and a half before this, we would end.
An hour and a half before this would end.
It's 11:30 here, but I stopped streaming at 10, so I stream from 8 to 10.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay, so 8 till 10. Which for me, so what was that?
What time was it an hour and a half ago, Danny?
I don't know. So if it's 11:30 now.
I mean, look at the clock. What time was it an hour and a half ago where you're at right now?
Actually,
Are you typing it up to look that up?
So yeah. So I can join you every day except Wednesday, where I'll be about half an hour late. But you could start on your own, and I'll just join you. But yeah, I can be there.
And you can guarantee that we can beat it in those 4 days?
BioShock, with my expert help and assistance, I think we can do it. Yeah, I did it in 4. I did it in 4 streams when I did it with Zach. So.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll play BioShock. I'm a little nervous about it, but I'll do it.
Welcome to the Circus of Values! I'm so excited.
Yo.
That's
I'm excited to stream with you, but I'm not excited about the BioShock part. But if it's what I have to do.
Come on. You don't have to. You can play something else, but...
No. I want you. I want you in.
Okay. I'm excited. Yeah, I think I can turn you into a fan of this game. I think we can do it.
We'll see. It just looks mashy. But
it's not. You can play it your own way, but whatever. Anyway, BioShock Week. It's official. It's actually
Shock Week.
It's actually only just been like the 15th anniversary or something like that. So it's an apropos time to be playing it. So yeah.
I'm actually going to start installing it now.
Right. Well, we're going to have our weekly